Today on Karamo, it was a relationship that started fast.
Known this man 9 months, and y'all already married?
Yes.
And now in a shocking turn of events,
So we gonna play ball like that, right?
2 phones will be unlocked. And what happened
Is there any reason that you don't want to have a baby?
is something no one expected. Plus,
I previously lost a sister.
it's a woman desperate to find out one thing.
I'm confused still.
As you're taking the DNA test,
So bad.
your mother drops this bomb now and says, hold on, it could be somebody else.
Are these 2 women sisters or not?
I just can't look.
Doug and Latoya married 3 months after meeting, and he is helping her raise her 4 children. But now Doug is questioning Latoya's loyalty, and he wants to unlock her phone to see if this marriage is worth saving. We'll meet Doug shortly, but first, let's start with Latoya to hear her side of the story. Everyone, welcome Latoya to the show. Hi, Latoya. How you doing?
Hi, how
Have a
are you?
hug?
Yes.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
I love this color combo.
Thank you.
I love my guests come dressed. I love it. So I heard you were upset when you were asked to unlock your phone.
Yes.
Okay, why?
Exactly. I haven't did anything. There's no reason for him to question me.
Okay. So you just thought you were coming here for some help.
Yes.
You ain't know that he was coming in to unlock that phone.
No.
Got it. Okay.
No.
And you two have kids,
Well, I have 4 kids.
and he helps you raise them.
Yes.
Okay, then if y'all married, that's his kids too. So,
True.
so how long y'all been married?
We've been married since March
March. March of what year?
this year.
Oh, this year?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. So y'all got... Do that math real quick. So, because it said that y'all got together in the first 3 months. Y'all got married in the first 3 months. So you've only been known this man 9 months?
Yes.
Okay. And y'all already married?
Yes.
Was that enough time to build a foundation?
No.
That makes sense why y'all on the Karamo show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you feel like he is insecure about your relationship with your kid's father?
He is.
Okay, why do you think that?
Anytime they call to check on the kids or anything, he has an attitude. And he thinks I'm still in love with my youngest child's father.
Got it. Is this why he wants to go through your phone?
No, because he's the one that had a girl calling him that he would never answer when I'm around. That's his best friend. Come to find out, they used to sleep together. And I caught him talking crap about my kids to her.
Oh yeah, we don't play with the baby, so I
No.
can understand how that upset you.
Not at all.
Yeah. Does he have any other reason to go through your phone?
No,
None at all. What about him and his phone?
exactly.
Okay, you said my exactly.
I need to see his phone.
My producers say a specific female kept popping up on his phone. Is that the one you were talking about?
Yes.
And so every time she pops up, every time this specific female pops up, he walks out the room. What happens? Give me some tea.
He'll never answer it. He'll let it ring, but then you wait till I'm at work and you want to call her back. Yeah.
So are you curious to see if they're still talking?
Yes.
Okay then. Well, Latoya, you want to know if Doug has been texting with other women, if Doug has DMs with any other women, and if Doug has any explicit videos on his phone. Those are the questions.
Yes.
All right. Well, listen, I want to hear what Doug's side of this story. So everyone, please welcome Doug to the show. Hey, Doug. Nice to meet you. How you doing? Thanks for being here.
What's up?
How do you feel about what just said?
I mean, she knows it's more than that.
Uh-huh. So what don't you trust exactly?
Well, I don't like when people be calling her phone or whatever when she's at work, but they won't necessarily call when she's at home.
Who?
Burger Boy and that old man.
My baby daddy.
Yeah, I don't, man, but they don't call. It's not pertaining to the child. So what they calling about? And then they
It's
calling.
always about
They're
the
calling.
kids.
No, and then they're calling on your specific lunch times. And then when it's coming at home, they'll talk on the phone for like 2 seconds with their kids, but they'll have long ass conversations with you during your lunch.
About the kids.
Man, come here now. Come on, quit playing.
About the kids.
Every day.
Have you gone through her phone before?
Unfortunately, yes.
Uh-huh.
All the
Okay.
time.
And how upset did that make you?
Livid.
Why?
Because some certain stuff that she's discussing with them, I don't feel that she should put our family's business or what's going on in our relationship to talk to them about it.
Oh, so she shares your personal stuff with her exes?
Yes.
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
So we gonna play ball like that, right? I got the stuff about employment. I got the stuff about things that are going on in our house, stuff about food, stuff about every little thing that they don't even need to know about what's going on with.
So do you tell your exes about like his job status, like the things, how y'all dealing with finances?
Quit playing.
I don't
you
know
stuck,
what you're
huh?
talking about. No.
Okay.
You stuck, right? Oh,
Okay.
No.
So why don't you trust her with her exes?
Why are they steady trying to pursue what my happiness is and everything when they fumbled the ball? They dropped the ball, I picked it up, and I'm winning.
Okay.
So I'm up.
So what will you do if you find? What will you do if you find things on her phone?
I mean, I told her, like, I use the analogy, I look at our relationships like employment. You're full-time, part-time, or seasonal. This is full-time. I'm not finna have no part-time, no seasonal stuff. So unless you gonna bounce that stuff out there and ex-nay all that stuff, whatever, then, hey, we gonna have to get some counseling or something.
So if there is something on the phone, you don't want to leave the relationship, but you want some counseling.
Yeah, I'm truly in love with my wife. Like,
Okay.
I'm 10 toes on my wife.
Do you feel like she's truly in love with you? You're having some intimacy issues.
Yes,
You're not
and I'm
connected.
trying to give her that thing. I want a baby.
One married couple and 2 phones unlocked.
I want to know what you're doing.
Well, we're gonna find out now because it's time to unlock the phone.
Plus,
I previously lost a sister.
are these 2 women sisters or not?
Doug and Latoya married 3 months after meeting, and he is helping her raise her 4 children. But now Doug is questioning Latoya's loyalty, and he wants to unlock her phone. Y'all got married in the first 3 months. So you've only known this man 9 months? Was that enough time to build a foundation?
No.
That makes sense why y'all on the Karamo show.
He's the one that had a girl calling him. They used to sleep together.
So if there is something on the phone, you don't want to leave the relationship.
Yeah, I'm truly in love with my wife.
Do you feel like she's truly in love with you?
She's made many sacrifices for me.
So you know
and
the
I've
love.
made sacrifices as well. I left my beautiful home in Central West End in St. Louis. I have career opportunities there. I have a lot of family there. To move down to 2 hours down the road to a city that I can't get a job that suffices for the needs for my family. I don't know anyone, and it's just like I'm a prisoner in the home. This is my only happiness, and those
Got
4
it.
little kiddos.
Have you asked her to get rid of her social media?
Yes, I did ask her
And
to
I
get rid
have.
of her social media. Then she bounced it back on, saying
No.
that she just wants to check something real
No.
quick. And then when she checked it and everything like that, she's erased it again. But then I think a lot, so I think when she's at work, she'll re-add the app or whatever just to check
No.
stuff or whatever. And then when she gets home or whatever, we'll delete it or something like
Has
that.
she been acting different lately?
Yeah, she's been acting real distant, and it's bothering me, and it's making me like, do you really want to do this or whatever?
Distant how?
Man, like, in the beginning, whatever, we sleep next to each other, close as a mug, you know? Spoon and everything like that, hug, everything good, right? For the past, like, month and a half or whatever, maybe even a little longer, you've been sleeping on that side of the bed. I've been sleeping in the middle of the bed.
So you feel like the intimacy, you're having some intimacy issues.
Yes,
You're not
and I'm
connected.
trying to give her that thing. I want a baby. You know, I'm trying to get busy, for real. I'm trying to get busy.
So why did you tell her you wanted to unlock her phone before you got here?
Because I wanted to see if she's steady adding that social media stuff back to see if she's
No.
steady conversing with individuals that were from her past. Straight up, I just don't like that turnaround stuff or whatever. I don't know what's going on with you, but I didn't marry that. Like, even before we decide to, get married and everything like that, you ain't never been that far away from me. Never.
So what about her hearing you talk to other women about her kids?
There was an incident or whatever. I was upset about something, and I had got a phone call. I had got a phone call from someone from my past.
She been
And-
calling you. You wait till I leave and call her back.
Man, no, I didn't answer the phone.
Why you didn't answer the phone?
Because I don't want the energy. Once you checked my ass or whatever about answer the phone that one time, whatever, I didn't want that energy in our house. So you checked me thoroughly or whatever, and I was finna leave or whatever because you were so mad at me. We don't even argue, Karamo.
Yeah, don't put your mouth on my kids.
We don't argue for nothing. I've never cursed my wife. I've never put my hands on my wife. None of that stuff.
Well, speaking of the marriage, do y'all think y'all got married too soon?
I mean, I don't think you should have to put a time on marriage. I believe that as long as the communication is there and
Do you think that the communication was there?
Yeah, we've never had the problems at first. It's other people's problems that's been brought into our stuff or whatever that makes our stuff messy. Unless you feel we've been arguing, like I've only been arguing because I want some mushu.
God.
Well, Doug, you want to know if Latoya has been texting with any other men, if Latoya has been on dating apps on her phone, and if Latoya has any explicit videos on her phone.
Yeah, I did want to know that, yeah.
Okay. Okay, well.
I want to know what you're doing.
Well, we're going to find out now because it's time to unlock the phone. Doug, we unlocked your phone first. All right, here we go. Latoya, you want to know if Doug has been texting with any other women. Doug says he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his text and found that Doug is telling the truth. Latoya, you want to know if Doug has DMs with any other women. Doug says he does not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his DMs and found that Doug is telling the truth. Latoya, you want to know if Doug has any explicit videos on his phone. Doug says he does not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his videos and found that Doug is not telling the truth. He has 2 videos of sexual nature with 2 separate females.
What will be found on his phone?
They gotta be old.
What you holding on to him for?
And then,
I deleted all my stuff I had.
what will be found on her phone? Stay tuned. Are these 2 women sisters or not?
I just can't look.
Do y'all think y'all got married too soon?
We've never had the problems at first. It's other people's problems that's been brought into our stuff that makes our stuff messy.
Well, we're gonna find out now because it's time to unlock the phone. Doug, we unlocked your phone first. Doug is not telling the truth. He has 2 videos of sexual nature with 2 separate females. Oh, it's serious.
Oh, these better be old.
It better be old. They gotta be old. Gotta be old.
Okay, well, we're about to open it right now.
Oh, they better be old.
You know it's old.
Well, my producer told me the thing that you had the question with is that you wanted him to delete the things out of his phone. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
So these were not deleted.
What you holding on to him for?
Man, that stuff gotta be old. I got like 4,000 pictures on my phone. I'm not finna skim to 2016. Come on now, the iCloud is deep.
You said you wanted him to delete any sexual videos before you were married, and these were not deleted. So the question is not
That's
about...
old as a mug, right?
Okay.
Quit playing.
Okay, I deleted all my stuff I had. Yeah, and that stuff is gone. I could have kept my stuff.
So,
No, you can't.
Because y'all weren't together in September 9th, 2023, right?
No.
No.
Okay, good. So these
didn't
are
even know each
this
other.
is so this ain't that old. You talking about you couldn't go you bid
Why
6,000
is it
months. This
deleted?
ain't that old. You could have clicked back. I could easily get to 2023 in my
Right.
photos and videos.
Exactly.
So that's all we found. He does have these still on his phone. Is that an issue for you?
I just want to know why you ain't deleted.
I mean, babe, I went back and deleted as much as I
You
could.
deleted what you wanted to.
No, babe, that ain't the case. I'm not suggesting. I didn't selectively just save those photos or those videos or anything like that.
Well, Latoya, we unlocked your phone as well. All right, well, Doug, you want to know if Latoya has been texting with any other men. Latoya says she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her text and found that Latoya is not telling the truth.
One of the biggest secrets we've ever had is coming out.
Is there any reason that you don't want to have a baby?
Is there any way this marriage can continue?
Do you want to stay in this relationship?
Stay tuned.
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosey now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
You said you wanted him to delete any sexual videos before you were married. These were not deleted.
I just want to know why you ain't deleted.
Well, Latoya, we unlocked your phone as well. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her text and found that Latoya is not telling the truth. She has 116 inappropriate text exchange between her and 3 different men from January. One of them was her child's father. Can I see the evidence back?
Yeah. That looked like a baby book, babe.
So,
That looked like a book.
I mean, there's one that my producers want me to point out right here. My investigator, this is one that my investigator wants me to point out. It says, "Good morning, I've been good. How you been doing? I'll be single as soon as I drop this clown back in Memphis."
You don't even know who Playboy is?
That was about my ex. That wasn't about
Since
you.
January?
Yeah,
He was living
January.
with
Since
me.
January, all these. January. They keep going on.
Right on.
Between, you know, as well?
Yeah, that's Burger Boy.
Okay,
Yeah,
she's been
I
texting
told
with February.
In February?
Sorry,
living with me.
in February. Were y'all together in February?
Yeah.
Okay, it says, "Sorry for putting that on you. Baby, you supposed to. I love it when you and you can go." That's February.
I don't remember.
You don't remember, you got amnesia now, right?
When you go through it, it keeps going all the way through of talking about their sex. I guess they also talked about having another baby.
Having another baby with this Burger Boy?
He sends a photo of you of a child and says he wants to have another baby together. Let's see. Doug, have you two been trying, because I know you said y'all don't have any kids, have y'all been trying to have a baby together?
Man, I've been trying to get busy.
Yeah.
I love the woman. I love this woman.
Yeah, okay.
Wholeheartedly.
Okay. Well, let's continue on with this, unlocking the phone. Doug, you want to know if Latoya has any dating apps on her phone. Latoya says she does not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her apps and found that Latoya is not telling the truth. She has Tinder on her phone that she just logged into 3 months ago.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have no Tinder on my damn phone.
Yeah, we don't make up stuff here.
No, I don't.
Yeah, we don't make up things here. Latoya, is there any reason that you don't want to have a baby? Is there any reason you don't want to have a baby?
My tubes are tied.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, tubes tied.
Did you know that her tubes were tied?
So you got chastity belt on a mushu?
So you did not know that her tubes were tied. So you thought that when you got married, y'all were going to be able to have a family. Okay.
For real, Toya? So I'm thinking that something's wrong with me, right? And I'm saving up money or whatever to try to get me together, whatever, do stuff for you, right? And make our marriage whole. So how long you had your tubes tied?
Since 2018, after
18. So I'm thinking I'm shooting blanks, whatever, and it ain't me, huh?
Okay. Doug, we got one more. You want to know if Latoya has any explicit videos on her phone? Latoya says she does not. And my Unlock the Phone investigator searched her videos and found that Latoya, well, we got a pattern here, is not telling the truth. She has 2 sexual videos she made with her ex in February. Okay. So I asked you a very specific question. If you thought you got into this marriage too quickly, you said the communication has been the best it's ever been, and clearly you know that you might have been communicating, but she has not. The communication has been one-sided, has not been honest.
I don't have no Tinder
You didn't
on
know
my
each other
phone.
when you got together, and you clearly still don't. And I think at this point right now, what I heard is a man that made a lot of sacrifices, that has been putting himself second because you fell in love with a woman. And I think, and this is the same advice I'd give to a woman, I think it's time that you start putting yourself first. It's time that you start figuring out your life and how to feel whole and feel supported. I know you love this woman, and I know that you wanted this to work, but unfortunately, in 9 months, we've already seen her talking to somebody else. She's lied about the family you could build, and then she's also had sex with her ex. So at this point, I understand that information hurts, but you don't deserve to be in a situation in 9 months that is going to have you in a place where you can't be communicated with. Honestly, do you want to stay in this relationship? You got to start to lose. See, let me tell you something.
There's things that are not displayed on here, whatever, that she's forgiven me for, that doesn't have to deal with that. So I believe I can forgive her, but we're gonna have to talk about that trust deal because
I'm gonna tell you this. Here we go. I'm gonna tell you this. I appreciate you saying that. It's funny because your socks say game over, and that's what should have been happening right now. Because, and it's surreal. This is real. This is real. Let me tell you something. And this is the thing. The same way that I see women stay in relationships because they're like, oh, well, he did a little good thing for me, and he did this for me, and he stuck with me through my bad times, does not mean that you have to start sacrificing. You just said on this stage that you started questioning your own health. See, you don't understand. Those things play into your mental health as well. These things play into your value, your worth. It starts to play into it. And what will happen a year in, 2 years in, you will find yourself feeling, you just saw how she was talking to her ex, the same ex that you asked her not to have these type of conversations or relationships with. I plead with you that you walk off this stage and you figure out and choose yourself.
He was living with me. We weren't even married.
what's gonna be different?
I don't even talk to him.
Listen. All right, I'm gonna let y'all have this conversation. I'm gonna leave you one last thing. Just because you stuck with her during the rough times doesn't mean we have to be stuck with her, okay? So I'm trying to give you the same questions. I pray and I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck. You message every Simone.
Yes, I did.
It's a woman desperate to find out one thing.
I previously lost a sister.
Are these two women sisters or not?
As you're taking the DNA test, your mother drops this bomb now and says, hold on, it could be somebody else. Sean said her father confessed to having a daughter named Simone before he passed away. And Sean has been searching for her sister ever since. She messaged every Simone she could find on Facebook. And this July, she believes she found her long-lost sister. They are both here to solve this DNA mystery. So everyone, please welcome Sean to the show so we can hear her side of this story. Hi, Sean. How are you doing?
Hi, Karamo.
May I have a hug?
How are you? Yes, you can.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
You
well.
look beautiful.
Thank you.
So you confronted your father about this DNA mystery years ago.
Yes.
What happened?
It was like a family rumor, a family tell-all through our family. I think I was about 5 when I first heard of the rumor.
Yeah.
7, I confirmed that he did have a daughter named Simone, but her mom and her family moved her away. So I didn't really know how to go about
it.
the.
So how close were you and your father?
I was really close with my father when he was in my life, of course, due to him being a product of drugs, him and my mom. You know, he was in and out of my life, but when he was in my life, he was there. He was very consistent. The only thing was, it was like missing pieces of his story.
Got it. You never got the full truth.
Never got the full
Understand.
truth.
So what
Yes.
inspired you to want to find Simone on Facebook?
Honestly, I watch your show all the time.
Thank you.
But
I appreciate
it
the
was
support.
one of the shows that she was looking for her sister, and it took about like 39 years from them to find their sister. And so I'm like, okay, let me decide to see if I can find my sister. But what put the icing on the cake was I previously lost a sister.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My mom and my father, they had 3 siblings, and the oldest of our sibling passed away. So she was, you know, my support, my best friend, and I mean, I have other siblings, but it's nothing like your sister, you know?
Yeah, got it. Got it. I understand that. So my producer told me that you message every Simone on Facebook.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I
actually think that's really cute. That shows that you really want to find your sister. Like,
thank you. I typed in her name in Facebook, and I did a like 20-mile radius of Los Angeles, California.
Yes.
Because I knew my father met her mom in that city and state.
Okay.
It was like 6 to 7 people that popped up on Facebook, but I just did like a process of elimination from the rumors that my father kind of told us or what I reconciled in my life. I remember that she was a darker complexion than me.
Okay.
I did know that I was older than her by like 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
So I kind of took those context of clues and found her.
Got it. So how do you know you found the right Simone?
Her smile.
Okay.
She smiles just like me. Our fingers, our hands, like, you know, the way she holds herself, her posture, the intellect. My father was very intellectual, and we were always curious.
Yeah.
So that kind of like drawn me to her.
Got it. Got it. And you recently met in person. How did that go?
Oh, it was amazing. Honestly, I never felt so comfortable. We literally.
You got a beautiful family.
Thank you. Yes. Me and her, we set up a out to eat evening first. It was just me and her, and then we introduced our moms.
Do your family members support your growing relationship with Simone?
The years and years of family questions
I'm confused still.
are still causing issues to this day.
Simone's grandmother, Davetta, is joining us in the audience. Is this the man in the photo that you saw years ago?
Are these two women sisters or not?
I just can't look.
Rashawn said her father confessed to having a daughter named Simone before he passed away. And Sean has been searching for her sister ever since. She believes she found her long-lost sister.
I was really close with my father when he was in my life. Due to him being a product of drugs, he was in and out of my life. It was like missing pieces of his story.
So how do you know you found the right Simone?
She smiles just like me.
Do your family members support your growing relationship with Simone?
Some of them do, some of them don't. I don't really think, they just don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like the lack of not having factual information, it's kind of like you don't want to put your heart out there to get it broken again.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a long truth that needs to be told.
Yeah.
It's over 30 years, and I do know who my mom and my father is, so I want that for Simone as well.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So why are the DNA results so important to you outside of wanting it for Simone?
It's so important to me because I lost a sister, so I'll actually gain another sister. She'll gain a sister, and we can just put all the rumors to rest.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, I think it's time for us to meet Simone. What do y'all say? And hear her side of the story, right? So everyone, please welcome Simone to the show.
Hi,
Hey, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I do see the resemblance in your smiles. Y'all saw it too? Yeah, okay. So how do you feel about this DNA mystery?
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I'm excited, I'm ready for the results. It's taken me 30 years to find out one answer, and my mom couldn't tell it to me. So I'm glad that I came on your show to be able to give me that relief, that closure.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. You know, one of the reasons when I got the show, it was important for me to make sure that when we did DNAs, we were able to connect people who were looking for families who are older, because this happened in my own life, you know, with my child and with my sister who didn't pop up until we were older. And so these things were true to my family, and I want to make sure I can support others. You know, Sean reached out to you on social media in July, right?
Yeah.
And what was that like?
It was.
Because that's just a message out the blue.
It was. It was a lot to take in. It was very overwhelming, to say the least. It was unexpected as well, because this was the first time I had a sister just any person in general reach out to me to say, hey, I think I found you.
Yeah.
And we have the same father.
Were you overwhelmed by her social media message?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was super overwhelmed only because I have one Facebook.
That's the message you
exactly.
sent?
That's
You sent like a little cute message like, hey,
No, all
give me a
the-
call. You were sending paragraphs. Okay.
Yes.
I understand why you could have been overwhelmed there.
Even with that, that's just a lot. And then the pictures said too much, only
Yeah.
because that was very relevant, and it related to the baby pictures that my grandmother took of me with him as well.
Wow.
You
So
know?
you have a baby photo with this man.
Yeah, unfortunately, my grandmother, she lost the pictures,
Yeah.
but I honored them when I did have them.
So prior to the situation, did you know anything about your biological father?
I knew very little based off of what my mother told me. My mother told me that Robert Ross has several kids, and she
So
only knew his name.
His name is on, is this your birth certificate?
That's my birth certificate.
And his name is on your birth certificate?
Yes, that's him. Yeah.
Okay.
My mother, she's a drug addict still till this day, so she's confused herself. She gave me other clues that were very confusing, and it frustrated me, it angered me.
Oh,
and
okay.
it was a lot of just, I'm confused still. So, you know, I do have some doubts that we're not related, only because what my mother just told me after the DNA test, she said that it's a possibility that a guy named could be my father.
Oh, okay.
And that threw me in for a loop, and it made me so emotional on the way to dropping her off at home, but at the same time.
Because you're here sitting with the birth certificate, you know, Sean's reached out, so you're like, oh, we finally got somewhere, and then as you're taking the DNA test, your mother drops this bomb now and says, hold on, it could be somebody else. Yeah. So tell me about your childhood.
My childhood, I grew up, it was a lot. So my mother, she's a drug addict still till this day, so that was very difficult for me to accept and still accept, because I felt like I lost a big part of me.
Yeah.
Not only just my father's side, but also my mother as well. And so I felt like I was a lost soul for a long time. And it was just difficult. Even though I grew up with my grandmother, she raised me and she adopted me as well, and she took me from the hospital. Sometimes I felt like I wasn't protected by her too, but at the same time, I still was trying my best to find the answers that I deserved to have, and the closure, and just the healing that I needed to have through a mother and a father, but I didn't get that, so I had to find it on my own, and with my grandmother as well.
And with your sister.
And now with my sister, you know.
Yeah. So do you have any relationship with your biological mother at all right now?
I have some. She's still in and out the same way she was back when I was younger. You know, she was in and out due to drugs being addicted to her, you know, so to speak. So we still have a distant relationship, and it's kind of tough on me, because sometimes I look for that mother figure in my aunties and my teachers and, you know, people outside of my family. And I adopt everybody that adopts me.
Yeah.
So,
what has your mother said about this situation, since you've seen her on and off a little bit? Has she said anything about this situation?
she dismisses it because she's confused herself. But once we took the DNA test not that long ago, she gave me other clues that were very confusing.
Well, Simone's grandmother, Davetta, is joining us in the audience. How are you doing, Davetta?
Hi.
Do you mind if I call you Miss Davetta? I grew up in a different way. Okay, I felt uncomfortable calling you by your first name without missing it. Okay, so Miss Davetta, do you remember meeting Robert?
Quite vividly.
Yes.
Yeah, when I had to bring home Simone from the hospital because they wouldn't release her to Tasha.
Okay.
Well, that's my daughter.
Yes.
She brought Robert over. Tasha and Robert tried to go family off somewhere, and I refused to let that happen.
Yes, yeah, you stepped in.
But I did take a picture of him while holding Simone. Yeah.
So is this the man in the photo that you saw years ago?
Oh, yeah. I remember as soon as Sean showed me that picture, I said, that's the that's him. Excuse my French, sorry.
Miss Davida, I like you, okay? Oh yeah, you said that's it. Okay.
That's it.
So what do you want to say to Simone?
Just that how much I love her and how much she's been a joy to raise. For any shortcomings I may have had, I want to apologize. I did the best I could, but
you did a great job.
all I have
Because
to
I
do is
see
take a
I see
breath.
somebody who's here smiling and beautiful. So and that apology was also beautiful. So thank you. Well, I think it's time that we get to the DNA truth. How do y'all feel?
Ready?
In this envelope is the DNA truth that you have been waiting over a decade, over 2 decades to get. This is your truth to open.
Well,
Since you called.
I did call.
I ain't even gonna
Don't do that. Okay. Well, I want to let you know that I love you, Simone, regardless what this envelope holds. And you're going to be my sister regardless, okay?
I love you too, and I accept that. We gonna be sisters,
Forever.
no matter what, forever. Pinky promise.
Okay.
I can't look though. I just can't look.
Is this woman her sister? Don't go away, because the incredible answer is unlocked next.
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
I lost a sister, so I'll actually gain another sister.
It's taken me 30 years to find out one answer. My mother, she's a drug addict still to this day, so she's confused herself. After the DNA test, she said that it's a possibility that a guy named could be my father.
In this envelope is the DNA truth that you have been waiting over 2 decades to get.
I can't look though. I just can't look.
Well, you know you're gonna get the reaction. Aw, Simone. You're not
What does it
my
say?
biological sister. It's
sorry about
okay.
you.
You're still
Yeah.
my sister. And I'll still help you come find your father if you want to. If you still want to go through this process, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
I'm your support. You just gained a sister.
What are you feeling right now? I see you crying. What's going on in your mind?
Sorry.
No.
Okay, what am I feeling? I'm feeling disappointed that I couldn't make my baby this far.
Yeah. You wanted this.
I feel bad too because I feel like I opened up a wound that was probably already healed or kind of healed. So I do apologize, Simone.
I want you to come on down. You can come on down here. Let me bring you down. Not your step going on. Yeah, here you go. Take a seat right here. Well, I will tell you there is a real connection there. And you shouldn't feel guilt about this because at the end of the day, you do need your answers and you deserve your answers. And if this moment has done anything, I believe that it has brought you closer to answers because what happened, as you told me, when your mother brought the DNA, you got more answers than you ever had. And I know, like you said it jokingly, but now you know there could be someone else. What are you thinking right now?
I'm really upset because I believe that she was my sister based off of the story that was told, and it just lined up and it matched up so well that I wasn't really in disbelief based off of all the information Sean told me.
Yeah.
But like I said, my mama threw me in for a loop after the DNA test, and she said she was shaking, and I'm trying to figure out, well, why are we nervous? You know, you believe that she's my sister, and her mom believes that we're related, and My grandmother, she was sure. She was very sure because
you saw him when
the pictures lined up. So it's just like, I actually don't know what to say because I'm just trying to hold back a lot of tears that it's more anger, to be honest. It's not even tears, it's more anger. I'm bitter, you know, I'm resentful towards my mother.
Yeah, I would love to do everything in my power to help you to figure out who this man is, you know, figure out what sites we can get on, what calls, if anybody. One of the things that has happened on the show before is that people watching remember this time and come forward information. So if you need any support, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone. You have your grandmother, you now have me, and you know, you two connected hoping to be sisters. And even though the DNA truth means that you are not sisters, there's still love there. So you have her support as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I really appreciate that.
Of course. Everyone, thanks for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all. And let me give you a